Welcome to Insurance Made Easy, presented by GetInsuredQuick.com. Today we're going to talk a little bit about commercial insurance. Now the first question you may have is, so what is it? Well, let's say you own a business. You have a couple of employees and maybe you use contractors for some stuff. Maybe you started out doing smaller residential and remodeling type jobs, but now you think you're ready to bid on some larger industrial type projects. You talk to the person in charge and he agrees that your work is great and he'd love to use you. But then he tells you the bank financing the project requires them to have a certificate of insurance for all contractors working on the job. So what does that mean? Well, usually that means they want to see proof that you have General Liability Insurance, which includes personal injury coverage in case you or one of your employees accidentally hurt someone while doing the job, and property damage coverage for any accidental damages you might do to somebody else's stuff. You're probably going to find that general liability is also a requirement when you do something like sign a lease on a new office space, or on contracts you may sign with any vendors, distributors, or retailers you may be working with. General liability insurance is reasonably priced for the amount of protection it gives you, with new policies usually averaging between $500 to $2,000 per year. But of course, premiums can be higher depending on your particular industry and the amount of coverage that you may require. Workers' compensation is another important coverage because it protects your employees who may suffer a serious injury while working on the job. Workers' comp also offers protection for employees who suffer less obvious long-term injuries, like carpal tunnel syndrome from operating a computer all day. Workers' comp premiums can vary greatly, but a good rule of thumb is to expect to pay between $300 to $500 per employee per year. And like everything, those rates can go up depending on your particular industry and needs. Errors and omissions is another coverage you're going to want to give some thought to because it addresses what happens once the work is finished. Like, say, if the work you do for your once happy customer, doesn't quite live up to expectations, causing your now unhappy customer to place a phone call to his very happy attorney. Errors and omissions usually includes an important coverage known as cyber liability, which protects you from things like data breaches if hackers break into your system and steal all your customers' credit card information. There are a lot of different options when it comes to errors and omissions insurance, but as a general rule, a new policy will run you somewhere between $1,500 to $4,000 per year. At Get Insured Quick, we are specialists in business and commercial insurance, and we search dozens of different carriers to get you the absolute best coverage at the absolute most affordable rate. And that's why at Get Insured Quick, we always say,
when it comes to insurance, we can save you more. Call 844-95-INSURE. GetInsuredQuick.com.